So today I'm discussing your addition law of probability and multiplicative law of probability and examples on your multiplicative law. So we know that when we have the two mutually exclusive events and exhaustive events, then probability of A union B is your probability of A plus probability of B. So, but if it is A and B are not exclusive, we have one additional term that is your minus A intersection B. So you may remember that when we have the or union, we use your plus sign between the probability of first and second. Another is your multiplicative law. If A and B are two independent events, independent to each other, then probability of A intersection B is your probability of A into B. That means probability of first event multiply probability of second event. If these are independent. But if these are the dependent, suppose your B is depending upon A. So that time your probability of first into probability of second conditionally A is already occurred. That means probability of B by A. If you are may possible here, so that A is depending on B, that time we say probability of B into probability of A, but A is depending upon B, right? So this is your called multiplicative law. So let's discuss a few example on this. See this, we randomly pick two, if we randomly pick two television set in a succession from a shipment of 240 television sets, of which 15 are defective. So we want to pick your 240 from 240 television, only two television we want to pick. But out of this 240, we have 15 are defective. So we are interested to find the probability that they will be both defective. So here two events are happen. One is you pick first television, another is your pick second televisions. Right? Kindly mute yourself, please. Kindly mute yourself, please. So we want to pick two televisions. So we may assume that we have the first event, we pick your first television. We have the second event, so that we pick the second defective television. So once you find the probability of your first television, which should be defective, so favorable cases we have your 15 and total cases we have your 240. Now once you pick this, now for the second television, probability of your second television is defective, but conditional first is already chosen or already defective. So if first is defective is already chosen, so out of this 15, now we have left with your 14 defective pieces. So favorable cases are your 14 and total cases also is reduced by 1, that is 239. So as we see, we consider two events. One is your A, which is your first television we find is defective, and B, the second television picked was also defective. Now we require both the television to be defective and we choose both the events. So we require the probability that they both are defective. So that means A is defective and, or you may say intersection, B is also defective. So when we have the intersection, we can find the probability of first into probability of second. In probability of second, if they are the independent, then we say probability of B only. Or if this second is depending upon first, then we say, which is in our case, B by A. So we just put the probability of A here, that is your 15 by 240, and into probability of B by A is your 14 by 239. Just so multiply this, we get your result 7 by 1912. So one more example, please. A box of fuse containing 20 fuse, of which 5 are defective. If 3 of the fuses are selected to be a random, so we needed to select the 3 fuses, and so we needed to select the 3 fuses and remove from the boxes in a suggestion without replacement. Without replacement means here when you pick one fuse, we are left with 19. When we pick another one, we are left with 18. If it is with replacement, that means when you pick one, we have again 19 because we pick and again we put in your stock. So, but in our problem, we have without the replacement. So once you pick one, after picking one, we are left with your 19, and again we pick one, then we are left with your 18. And similarly, this is the case of your without replacement. So what is the probability that all 3 fuses are defective? So we assume that A is your event, that the first fuse selected is defective, and B is your second fuse selected is defective. Similarly, C be the event, third fuse selected be defective. So we require the all 3 fuses are defective. We are interested to find the probability. That means probability of first fuse defective and second and third. Or we may use and, or we may use intersection, is the same thing here. So that is your probability of first event into second event into third event. So first we say probability of first event, that is A, then probability of B, but in our case your B is depending upon A also, because this is a case of without replacement. So we may write here B by A into probability of C, and C is also depending upon your A and B. So that's why we write C by A intersection B. So in the first probability of A, when we are calculating probability of A, in starting we have 5 defective pieces. So that is your 5 divided by total cases are 20. Now after picking one defective for the probability of B, we say we have now remaining 4 defective pieces and total are 19. So it is 4 by 19 for B by A. Similarly, probability of your third piece to be a defective is your, if we reduce this left out defective pieces are 3 now, and out of total we have your 18 is left. So just product these 3 probabilities respectively, so we can get 1 by 114. So one more example. So flip a coin and then independently cast a die. So we toss a coin first, that give you a head or tail, right? And then independently cast a die. Die, we know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are your exhaustive cases, or you say output. What is the probability of observing head on the coin? So first is one event, head on the coin. So first A event we consider is denoted by event of observing head on coin, and and means we say intersection. Second event, this is second event, and second event says that a 2 or 3 on dice. So we assume that B is this one. So B with the event of observing 2 or 3 on the dice. So for the first event, head on coin. So we know that your first event, your head on coin probability is always for head and tail are same, which is your 1 by 2. That because favorable cases head is your 1 only and total cases are head and tail, which is 2 in number. Similarly for your here in this example, your favorable cases for your B, that is your 2 or 3 on dice. So 2 or 3 means your 2 are favorable cases. 2, one is 2, another is 3. And total cases in your die is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up to 6. So that is 2 by 6. So we have the AND between these two events. So we just use the intersection here between A and B. So the probability of A into probability of B. As such, A and B are not depending upon each other, right? So we may say probability of A is 1 by 2 and this probability of B is 2 by 3. Just multiply these two, we get your required result. Now another example we have in this, we can check how the replacement and without replacement works. An urn means bag contain 3 red, 2 white ball and 4 yellow balls. So total balls we have are 11. Sorry, 5, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 4 is 9. An order sample of size 3 is drawn from the urn. So we needed to draw 3 balls from your this bag. If the balls are drawn with the replacement, so first is your with the replacement, that one outcome does not change the probability of others. So we know that this thing, events we have the replacement is there, so output of one does not affect the output of other one. Then what is the probability of drawing a sample that has ball of each color? Each color, first part of question says that each color means your one is red, one is white and one is yellow. So we are calculating the probability of first ball is red and, or you say intersection. First ball is your, you may use R and W in between them your intersection sign. You may use your and also, you may use your dot also. All things are same. So here we are right in continue order, that is R W Y. That means R dot W dot Y, right? So these are the 3 events. That is first ball is your red, second ball is your white, third ball is your yellow. And now you know that in case of and intersection by multiplicative law, this can be written as your probability of first event, that is probability of R, similarly probability of W and probability of Y. So we can calculate the probability of each of these considering your this with replacement, right? So you pick one ball, that is your red. So we have the 3 red balls out of total 9 balls. So the probability of red ball is your 3 by 9. Now you replace your ball again in your that urn or you say bag. So now again you have the 3 red and total 9 balls. So what is the probability of white ball is your favorable white ball are 2. So total are 9, that is 2 by 9. Similarly for yellow ball again we have replaced, so we have your 4 by 9 because yellow is 4 and total are 9. So just multiply, we get the probability of your 1 red, 1 white and 1 yellow. So in the same problem, also find the probability of drawing a sample that has 2 yellow balls, so 2 are yellow, and So one event is this 2 yellow and a red. So 3 balls, because in the statement already given 3 ball we are needed to take out. So 2 yellow, 2 yellow. So we write here 2 yellow, 1 red, 1 red. So there is a and between all these, or you say multiplication sign, or you may say dot, or means your union. You may use here or, you may use here union, doesn't matter. 1 red and 2 white balls. So and is there between all these three. So we may say R W W, that may use intersection here, may use dot, may use and, or you may write in continuation. And we know that in additive law, when we have the or sign, we can use your plus. So this is the probability of your this YYR. So we can write this here as can be written as your probability of your YYR plus probability of RWW. Right? And this can be written as your probability of your Y into Y into your red plus probability of your red, probability of white and white, right? So by using this, your probability of Y here, this Y is your, as we have 4 white ball, sorry, yellow ball, and total are 9 is 4 by 9. Similarly for second also, as this is your with replacement cases, so we replace that yellow ball again into the urn. So again we have the 4 yellow balls and total are 9. Similarly for the red ball, this one, we say red ball are 3 and total are 9 plus 1 red and 2 white. So first red, we have 3 red by 9 multiplied white ball, 2 white ball we have, and divided by total 9. Again we are replacing, every time we are replacing our ball into a urn. So that's why again we have 2 white ball divided by 9. So we just solve this, we get the 20 by 243. Now in the same problem, the question is over here. But in the same case, if we consider the same problem without replacement, then what happened? So if we consider without replacement, the same first case is your probability of 1 red, 1 white, 1 yellow. So probability of 1 red, 1 white, 1 yellow. So first red ball probability, we have 3 red balls, total are 9, so 3 by 9. Now we are not replacing your balls. Now we have 2 red are balanced and total are 8, right? So now total ball are left are your 8. So in second white ball, we have 2 white balls and total are 8 now. So it is 2 by 8. So after picking 2 ball, we are left with your 7 balls only. So in that case, yellow balls are your 4 and divided by total ball, that is 7. So after multiplying, we get your 1 by 21. Second case in the same our problem, the probability of drawing a sample that has 2 yellow ball and 1 red, or a red or 2 white. So which is your case? 2 yellow, 1 red, or 1 red, 2 white ball. So for this first, we can use this one, right? Probability of first yellow. So first yellow we have the 4 in total, divided by total number of ball is 9, 4 by 9. Now one ball is already goes out. We are left with total 8 ball, and now yellow ball become 3. So for second yellow, we have the 3 yellow balls are available out of total 8 balls. Now red ball. So red ball we have the 3 total balls. Now we have 7 plus. Now maybe this occur or maybe this occur. Now at this position again we have the 9 balls. So we, because these two are the separate cases, because or is there, so that means only one of them can occur at a time. So now we have the, for red ball first, then white and white. So first red ball we have 3 red in total, and total balls are 9, that is 3 by 9. Now 2 white, so 2 white ball divided by total, as already we took one ball out, so we are left with 8 balls. And last white ball, so again one white already picked out, we are left with one white only, so that is 1 by 7, and after solving you get it 7 by 84. So you can see the difference. This is your with replacement, this is your without replacement. Similarly, this is your with replacement, this is your without replacement. So one more question I like to discuss, that is a little tricky, little interesting one. An urn contained 10 white, 3 black balls, while another urn contained 3 white, 5 red, 5 black balls. Two balls are drawn from the first urn. Look here. We have 10 white and 3 black in first, means total balls are 13. Now we want to take 2 out from this, that is from first bag. Which 2? It's not clear yet, right? So these 2 may be both white, maybe one white, one black, maybe both black, right? After that it say and put into the second. So if you put that into a second, now second has 3 white and 5 black. After adding these two, total ball become 10. But if we take 2 ball from first bag, both are white, then it second bag now contain both, this white become 5 and this is 5, right? If one black one white, then it become 4 and 6. If both black, it's become 3 and 7, right? So it depend upon from first bag which ball or which 2 balls you are taking out. So this say 2 ball are drawn from first urn and put into the second, then a ball. After putting in second, one more case is there, one more event is there to happen. Then a ball is drawn from the lateral. Lateral means second. So what happened? What is the probability that it is white? So we need to find the white ball now. So first thing, when you took, important question, very important question, when you took 2 ball from first turn, 3 cases are possible. Both can be white, both can be black, one white, one black. So what is the probability of this? We assume that this is a event A, this is your event B, this is event C. But keep in mind, only one event can occur at a time, right? Maybe both 2 white you can draw, maybe both black, or maybe one white, one black you can draw. So for both white, we have 10 white balls. So total balls white are 10, but we are want 2 out of them. So we just use combination here to find the possible combination of favorable cases. So that favorable cases are 10C2 divided by total cases are your 13C, as we require 2 balls, so 2. So that is your first probability of A. Or you know that how we can solve combination. So after solving, you get the 15 by 26. Now it may happen both are black. So if both are black, we have 3 black ball only. So if we have 3 black ball only, the probability of B become 3 3 black ball and we take 2 out of them. So that is 3C2. Our favorable cases divided by total 13C2. So we get this 1 by 26. Now one more case is possible, one white, one black. So if we say one white, one black. So in that case, one white. So out of 10, we require one ball. And look here, please. This is and when you say and, we use your multiplication sign by multiplicative law. So I'm using here dot, your say multiplication, and one black. We have total 3 black balls, and we want only one. So that is this one, 3C1. So the result is for one white, one black, probability is your 10C1 into 3C1 divided by total case is 13C2. So that is your 10 by 26. Now we took 2 ball, we drawn 2 ball from first bag. Now put this into the second. First we put this into a second. So when both are white and we put into a second bag, so we have the 5 white and 5 black in your second bag, right? When both are drawn from first bag are black, then second bag become your 3 white and this 5 is increased by 2 black balls. That means 5 plus 2, 7 black balls. Now third case, one white, one black. In that case, your white is increased by 1 and your black is also increased by 1 in your second urn. That is your 4 white and 6 blacks. So after that this happened. So now you require that one ball is drawn from later. Now you pick one ball from this. So now you require the white ball. Probability of white ball. At the ask and that later ball you drawn from later bag is white. So you require we assume that W is denote the drawing a white ball from second in all 3 cases, right? 3 cases means all these 3 cases, right? So white ball from first case after when first case happen means your both white can happen. So both white can happen, then second urn condition is this one. Now after this we require white ball. So white ball when first case happen. So if first case happen, A happen, so this is your condition. So total white ball are 5 and total balls are 10. Now white ball when your B happen, B already happened, because at a time maybe this happen, maybe this happen, maybe this, but at only one can happen. So for this, if both are black, we get in second bag this one. So white ball, probability of white ball, conditionally both ball drawn from first bag are black, is your white ball is 3 and total are 10. Similarly, white ball, probability of white ball when C can happen. C means one white and one black. That means in second bag we have this condition. So 4 are favorable cases and total are 10. So that is 4 by 10. So these 3 cases are possible in case of second bag. So please try to understand one thing. We like to find the probability of white ball. But this white ball is possible when your A case happen and then you choose white ball from the second urn. So this happen and this happen. So that give you a white ball, right? Or means your union, or you say plus. B case happen means both are black and you put in second bag and you get the white ball from the second bag. Or this is for the understanding union. C means one white, one black ball you choose from the first bag and put into the second, and then draw a white ball. So you require the probability of white ball. So when you have the or you say union, we use the plus sign. So we require the probability of this plus this plus this, right? So three probability we require here, right? So we may say here this is your sorry. So this is your probability of your A union W plus. We may use plus here, right? Because union can be replaced by plus. Sorry, we have an intersection sign here. So for intersection, I'm using this cap for time being. So this is P plus B intersection W plus E C intersection W, right? So in first case, we have the intersection here. So probability of your A intersection B, in case of your intersection or your multiple, we can say that this is your probability of A multiply probability of your, sorry, this is should be W not B. So probability of your W. But in our case, this A and W are not independent to each other. It's depending upon your A. So we may say W by A, right? Similarly, we can write for this another also the probability of B into probability of your W. Conditional B is already happen or occur plus probability of your C into probability of W and C already happened. So these are already calculated. Probability of A we already calculated 15 by 26 like this, and you can see here we already calculated all these value. The probability of A calculated, B, C, also W by A, W by B, W by C. So all these probability you just needed to put in this formula, and you get the probability of W, which is your required probability, right? So after multiplication, you get your 59 by 130, right? So hope so it's okay. You understand this how you can solve your problem related to your multiplicative and additive law. So I am stopping here this lecture, right? Thank you so much. In the coming lecture, we will discuss your Bayes theorem, Bayes theorem, right? Someone say Bayes theorem, someone say Bayes theorem. So it's your choice. It's a Bayes theorem actually, right? So we can study Bayes theorem in coming lecture. Okay, bye. Thank you so much.